September 13th, 2025 is more than a date. It's a seismic moment in boxing. Canelo Álvarez, 63-2-2, 39 KOs. The Mexican superstar who's dominated 4 weight classes, defends his WBC, WBA, WBO, and IBF super middleweight titles against Terence Crawford. 41-0, 31 KOs. The American pound-for-pound great who's never tasted defeat. Billed as once-in-a-lifetime, this Netflix-streamed showdown at Allegiant Stadium has fans buzzing. Canelo, 35, is coming off a unanimous decision win over William Skull in May 2025, while Crawford, 37, hasn't fought since his August 2024 victory over Israel Madrimov for the WBA junior middleweight title. The stakes? Canelo's legacy, Crawford's audacious bid for 5-division glory, and the title of boxing's top dog. But why is this fight giving Canelo sleepless nights? Canelo's dominance, a fortress under siege? Canelo Álvarez is boxing royalty. With wins over Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto, and Gennady Golovkin, he's a master of power, timing, and ring generalship. At 5'7" with a 70.5 reach, he's a compact powerhouse at 168 pounds, using his devastating left hook and iron chin to overwhelm opponents. Since his 2022 loss to Dimitri Bivol, Canelo's reeled off 5 straight wins, including a clinical performance against Edgar Berlanga in September 2024. His ability to cut off the ring and land crushing body shots makes him a nightmare for most. But Crawford isn't most fighters. Can Canelo's brute force handle a technical wizard moving up from 154 pounds? Crawford's case, the ultimate X factor. Terence Crawford is a phenomenon. Undefeated in 41 fights, he's been undisputed at 140 and 147 pounds, dismantling foes like Errol Spence Jr. and Sean Porter with surgical precision. At 5'8", with a 74-pound reach, Crawford's long arms and switch hitting style, fluidly moving between orthodox and southpaw, make him a puzzle. His August 2024 win over Madrimov at 154 pounds showed he can carry his speed and power up weight on classes. Crawford's strength coach recently claimed he's stronger than ever at 168 pounds, with no muscle cutting needed. Posts on X echo this confidence, with some predicting he'll beat the brakes off Canelo. Could Crawford's adaptability and ring IQ be too much for the champ? The tale of the tape, a clash of styles. Let's break it down. Canelo's a pressure fighter, stalking opponents with a high guard, absorbing shots to land his own devastating punches. His 58% knockout rate, 39 KOs in 67 fights, reflects his power, but he's also a defensive maestro, slipping punches with subtle head movement. Crawford, however, is a counterpunching genius. His 75% knockout rate, 31 KOs in 41 fights, shows he can finish fights, but his real edge is his brain. He reads opponents like a chess grandmaster, switching stances to exploit weaknesses. Amir Khan, who fought both, warns not to count Crawford out, citing his technical brilliance despite the size gap. Khan noted that when he faced Canelo in 2016, he was outmuscled. Against Crawford in 2019, he was outsmarted. Will Crawford's speed and skill trump Canelo's power? Why Crawford could be Canelo's nightmare speed and adaptability. Crawford's greatest weapon is his speed, hand speed, foot speed, and mental speed. Manny Pacquiao, advising Crawford, emphasized maintaining this edge when moving up to 168 pounds. In his Madrimov fight, Crawford's jab was a laser, landing 96 times with 40% accuracy. Canelo, while quick for a super middleweight, struggles against elusive fighters. His 2022 loss to Bivol, a light heavyweight with fast feet, exposed this. Crawford's ability to switch stances mid-fight could disrupt Canelo's rhythm, forcing him to chase a ghost. If Crawford dances around the ring, picking shots from angles, can Canelo catch him? Ring IQ and counterpunching. Crawford's ring intelligence is unmatched. He's a master of baiting opponents into mistakes, then capitalizing with vicious counters. Against Spence in 2023, he landed 60% of his power punches, dropping him 3 times. Canelo's aggressive style plays into this trap. He often walks opponents down, leaving openings. Crawford's longer reach, 74 versus 70.5, lets him strike from a distance, potentially frustrating Canelo's inside game. If Crawford lands clean counters, especially as a southpaw, could he chip away at Canelo's legendary durability? Weight class leap, not a problem? Crawford's jump from 154 to 168 pounds is bold, but he's unfazed. He's claimed on X that his body is naturally growing into the weight, avoiding the muscle loss that explained Khan against Canelo. At 37, Crawford's frame is mature and his camp insists he's stronger than ever. Canelo, a natural 168-pounder, has the size advantage, but Crawford's history of defying odds, becoming undisputed in 2 divisions, suggests he thrives under pressure. Could this audacity be Canelo's undoing? Canelo's path to victory. Canelo's not defenseless. His power could overwhelm Crawford, especially to the body, where he's stopped fighters like John Ryder. Crawford's never faced a puncher of Canelo's caliber at 168 pounds, and his chin is untested at this weight. Canelo's experience in mega fights against Mayweather, Golovkin, and Bivol gives him an edge in handling pressure. He's also got the home field advantage. The fight aligns with Mexican Independence Day weekend, and Las Vegas is practically his backyard. Posts on X suggest Canelo's motivated to punish Crawford for fan doubts about his ring-cutting ability. If Canelo traps Crawford on the ropes, will his power end the fight early? The X Factor, Turki Alalshik and Dana White. This fight's magnitude is amplified by its promoters. Turki Alalshik, Saudi Arabia's boxing power broker, secured Canelo with a 4-fight deal, making this clash possible. UFC's Dana White, co-promoting, called it a once-in-a-lifetime event, hyping its global Netflix stream to 300 million subscribers. The buzz is real. Press conferences have been heated, with Canelo shoving Crawford at one face-off, though Oscar De La Hoya called it staged. Alalshik's even offering a knockout bonus, tempting both fighters to swing for the fences. Will this pressure push Canelo to fight recklessly, playing into Crawford's hands? What the experts say. Opinions are split. Amir Khan, who's faced both, refuses to pick a winner, citing Crawford's skill versus Canelo's power. Manny Pacquiao bets on Crawford's speed, while Canelo's camp, per boxingnews 24, claims he's fired up to prove doubters wrong. On X, fans are divided. Some see Crawford stopping Canelo, others argue his power didn't carry to 154 against Madrimov, let alone 168. Betting odds favor Canelo at 8-13, with Crawford at 13-8 and a draw at 16-8, reflecting the fight's unpredictability. Who's got the edge in this chess match? The undercard and hype. The fight card is stacked, featuring Callum Walsh versus Fernando Vargas Jr., Christian Mbili versus Lester Martinez, and Mohamed Alakel versus John Ornelas, adding to the event's allure. Netflix's global reach following the 108 million viewers for Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson ensures this bout will be a cultural phenomenon. But with Crawford aiming for boxing's Mount Rushmore, as he stated on X, and Canelo vowing to cement his legacy, the main event overshadows all else. Will this be the fight that defines 2025? Challenges for both fighters. Canelo's biggest hurdle is Crawford's elusiveness. If he can't cut off the ring, he risks being outboxed. His stamina, questioned by Khan, could falter if Crawford drags him into deep waters. For Crawford, the size difference is real. Canelo's a natural super middleweight, while Crawford's untested at 168. A single clean shot from Canelo could end it. Both fighters face immense pressure. A loss could dent their legacies. Can Crawford pull off the upset, or will Canelo's experience prevail? Why this fight matters. This isn't just about titles, it's about legacy. Canelo's chasing immortality, while Crawford's risking his perfect record for greatness. A Crawford win would make him a 5-division champ, a feat only a few like Pacquiao have achieved. A Canelo victory solidifies him as untouchable. With Alalshik's Riyadh season and Netflix's global platform, this fight could elevate boxing's profile, proving it can still deliver dream matchups. Will it live up to the hype, or will it be another Mayweather-Pacquiao letdown? Canelo versus Crawford is the fight we've all been waiting for. A clash of power versus precision, legacy versus ambition. Is Terence Crawford truly Canelo's worst nightmare, or will the Mexican King crush another challenger? Share your predictions in the comments, and don't miss this historic showdown on September 13, 2025. Like and subscribe to our channel for more boxing breakdowns. Thanks for joining us.